everybody, welcome to Gaijin Bank's channel. It's me, Kanoa, and today we'll be talking about the hack of longevity, how to live a long and healthy life. As we all know, Japanese men and women are expected to live over 83 years. That's on the global life expectancy chart, which is really astonishing. How do they maintain such a lifestyle? So check it out. So the first point is their lifestyle, what they eat. So they mainly consume seafood, which is, protein, their meats, whole grains such as rice and vegetables, and soy. So it's very protein based and balanced. They don't take more carbs than needed, and it's less fatty. So it gives you, all the nutrients that you may need. Since Japan, we're on an island, they have a lot of seafood, and they have been eating so much different kinds of fish and various seafoods from when they were a child and way back when, when the earth first started. And just a fun fact, Japan has one of the lowest obesity rates for being one of the wealthiest countries. Only 3.5% of the population are identified as obese, compared to some countries like my home country, which is about 30%. It's insane. And I think now the obesity rate in the US, continues to rise. But if you look at the difference between the diets, like bad fats and good fats, and how the Japanese consume a lot of good fats versus, processed fats like the US. Number two is their healthcare. So we know that Japan has one of the best healthcare systems. It's actually by law that you have to have healthcare to live here. Even as a foreigner, you must have insurance. And so I remember when I moved here, any eye doctor, any dermatologist, even like optometrist, there's so many in your area, and you can go to all of them with your healthcare. So handy. The fact that you have this much access to healthcare, and it's at a pretty good rate, because since everybody has to have it, the price kind of goes down just a little bit. So just having healthcare access and affordable healthcare access really helps longevity. Also, Japan has one of the lowest mortality rates for newborn babies, which I thought was interesting as well. And number three, staying active, exercising. A lot of Japanese children and teenagers, they are in clubs, after school clubs. They have, judo, kendo, the sortie thing, running, soccer, baseball, baton. They have all these extracurricular activities because they want you to exercise. Not only do they have a, like a PE program at school, but they also have these extracurricular clubs. And when I was going to school here for a little bit, everybody was in a club. So if you weren't doing an extracurricular activity, people were like, oh, why? Are you slacking? So it's, by social culture to be in a sport. Also, they have undokai in elementary school, which is once a year, every grade gets together and does like an exercising competition. So they have like little activities, and you're either on the red team or the white team, and you're throwing like balls into, like a net. You're doing relay races, and all the parents come watch. So I think exercise is just part of the education system here. And lastly, but not least, Shintaiso, which is a very famous, simple exercise. You can watch it on NHK every day. Young people, but especially old people, participate at home, or sometimes even in the parks. They'll have, it's the same like sound. It's like ich, ni, san, shi, and it's like very slow, but they do it every morning, and it helps them, get into the groove of every day, stretching and lightly, taking those deep breaths and such. Really helps, I believe. And also they do a lot of like mental, advancement and such by doing little activities. So I feel like the Japanese people are very well-rounded from age 0 to 90 whatever, because they have so many activities for you to do. And four, it might just be the genes. If you look around Asia, a lot of these people are very small, like their bones are small, they're shorter, versus, Europe or America where they have like big bones. Like, you know, you see like a Samoan guy and then you see like a Japanese guy and you just know their genes are different. So it might just be a matter of genes, and you know, you can't win all the time, but you gotta do with what you got. But I mean, if you eat good and you exercise good, it's formula for a great life. So everybody stay healthy, own up to your genes, and if you gain weight more easy, maybe you should switch to the Japanese diet. But it's all about being healthy and having a good life. I hope you find this video very helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!